Hello, my beautiful friend. I am so happy that you're here. Woo. I am so happy to be here with you. If this message found you, it is for a reason. It is timeless, but I also want it to be something to be aware of because it portrays to what's happening right now and in the next few days. And this has to do with the full moon in Leo. But if this message found you, whether it's now or in the future, the message will still apply and you'll know that it's for you. If you have recently been feeling disappointed, empty, you're questioning your motives, or if you're truly putting your energy into the right things. And I want you to know that if you're feeling this, it is normal and you are not alone. The full moon is going to be in Leo, and Leo is all about power. It's all about standing in your truth, the things that make you you, the things that are authentic to you. And when this energy comes into play, if you've been living in your shadow self, or you have been putting your energy into things or people or mindsets that don't necessarily serve you, or maybe you're doing for superficial reasons, whether it's validation, maybe money in a way that you don't need to be making the money, whatever it is that you're putting this energy into that is making you feel less than and inadequate, know that that is something that you can control. You can take this power back. Once you realize that this feeling of inadequacy or wondering if you're doing it for the right reasons, once you sit with it and acknowledge it, you'll be able to realize that this is just a mindset, and a mindset that is being influenced by the energy of the wonderful universe that we live in. So once you realize this, you can use the power of Leo, and if we're not in Leo, you can still harness this knowledge and do something with it. You can take back your power. And I'll give you an example of my own. I recently started this channel, and spirituality has been something that I'm very passionate about, but I would never have seen myself broadcasting myself to you guys and to this just collective and wavelength that I find myself on. And through this, it has been one of the most rewarding and healing things that I have ever done. But that doesn't mean that I don't have my very human doubts about it at times. For a couple days, I really had to take some time to myself because I was starting to question if I was doing this for the right reason, which for me is speaking what I'm thinking and speaking from my experiences, and hopefully that touches someone, and then you can kind of spread that torch, because this is the time in the world where we need love, and everybody can feel that. There is literally chaos in the air. We are swimming in it. So we need to take back our power. We need to harness and have control of our thoughts, because we need to realize that whenever we're having these feelings and these doubts, they're there for a reason, and they're there to shine light on something. So for me, it really took me to sit down and realize that I'm the kind of person that at times I shame myself if I feel like I'm really enjoying something, because I've conditioned myself through life to feel like I don't deserve good things, and I'm breaking that for myself now. I'm choosing to step into a timeline where I don't think that way anymore, and I do things that feel good for me. And if that reaches people and it does something, great. But if not, I still put my words out there and did something that in the moment and years later I can look back on and be like, wow, that's amazing that I did that, because it's not something I would have never usually done. But that doesn't mean that I don't have doubts of like, oh, am I just like doing this to be on the internet, be a content creator, which definitely don't view myself as that. But you know, where like your mind can kind of like start putting little seeds of doubt and like, oh, are you really good at this? Does this really even matter? But at the end of the day, once we realize that those are just spiraling thoughts that we've conditioned ourselves to have for so long, we can really start to harness that and be like, no, don't think like that. You're putting something out there that you love. You are doing something for yourself, whatever that is for you. And take the power from the moon, because the moon is a very powerful thing. She can move the oceans, high tide, low tide. She can literally move the water within us. We are like, I think 70 or like 80% water. Like, if it can move the tides, you can't think that that doesn't influence us somehow. Come on, like, come on. Anyways, I feel like I'm rambling now, and I hope you get the message of what I'm trying to say, because it is a completely natural and normal thing to feel whatever shame you're feeling. So whatever that shame is towards, sit with it and ask yourself, is this shame coming from a place that's shining a light on the fact that I'm doing something that I shouldn't be doing? Or is this shame coming from a place of, I hold myself back from situations, or I question everything I do, or I don't believe in myself, or I have these limiting thoughts? Because if it's the latter and that's the case, we need to do something about that, and you need to harness that and turn it around. And every time you think, no, I can't do that, literally change the thought right away and say, no, yes, I can. Yes, I can. And I promise you, once you start believing in yourself and just choosing to be different in how you think, it doesn't even have to necessarily be believing in yourself, but just, if you would have picked blue, pick red. If you would normally not have gone out with a friend because you like going home and watching Severance or whatever your favorite show is, you know what? Go out with your friend today. Do something different. Harness your power. Do something for yourself. And anytime you have a thought where you're like, I don't know if I deserve this. I don't know if I can do this. I don't know. Sit with it. Ask yourself where it's coming from. If it's coming from shame, or if it's coming from maybe your angels trying to get a message to you that maybe it isn't good for you. But take power of your thoughts and your feelings. Stop just letting them be something that defines your whole entire day. So with that, I'm going to ask for maybe a message from our angels, from the source. Source, if you have any message for my beautiful collective, please share that with us. We're just gonna keep it at that. Okay, I'm gonna try to pick them up in the order they fell down. So we're gonna do this. And at the bottom of the deck, yeah, so right now we are sitting in some page energy. So you're being represented by the Page of Pentacles and the Page of Swords, but this is good. This means that you're starting the journey. So with the Page of Pentacles, take a leap. If you've been thinking about finances, take the leap. If you feel like you need to go on Indeed and look for a new job, look for that new job. I just had someone tell me recently, like, even if it's a part-time job, take the job, because you will do amazing at it. You will blow them out of the water, and if you want more hours, they will offer them to you. And then with the Page of Swords, use your intellect and harness that power. So the Swords is all about like communication, taking action, using your mind, like using your intellect. So with the Page of Swords, again, you're just starting off. This is a journey for you. You're not going to get it right every single time. Like, you can tell they're kind of cocky looking, but once you start taking more of those chances and believing in yourself more, you will get better and better at the battle. So then we have the High Priestess and Judgment. So with Judgment, that's literally a calling from the divine, from your angels. And with the High Priestess, you have literally the power to become the one. You have so much knowledge and power within you, but we as humans hold ourselves back so much because it's scary to think big. Sometimes we think that thinking big means that we have to suddenly change the way we act, change the way we are, change the things we do, and that's not the case. I can vouch for myself. I am still very much into a lot of the same things that I was into before I really delved deep into this. The only thing that has really changed is just my mindset about myself and the way I view people around me. I'm still the same person. I still like doing a lot of the same things. I've gotten rid of some things that I realized weren't good for me, and I picked up some new habits, but I haven't felt like those were things that I had to change. They just naturally happened. So this is literally a calling. Like, it is literally an angel and all of these people. So you ultimately, as a human, as a person, have the choice. You have free will. You can do whatever it is that you want. But once you hear this and once you feel this, it's really hard to not pay attention to it. And you will keep finding messages, whether it is me or other wonderful people out there. And at the very bottom of the deck, and actually I want to see what was the first card. Okay. At the very bottom of the deck, you had the 10 of Swords. So you have felt a lot of incredible pain. Pain and disappointment has been a lot of your life. But through this, you have gained a strength and a knowledge and a different viewpoint on life that a lot of people don't ever get to experience. When you are 12, when you are when you are someone that has been burdened by life, there are always crossroads, and sometimes they can be very toxic ones. And if you're currently there or you have been there, my heart goes out to you because I have been there before too. But there are other forks where you have already either done the toxic stuff or you decide not to, and it opens you up to things like this. Whether it is just realizing that you are not alone and there are other people like me and so many other people. I mean, there's always someone in the comments that just makes me feel so validated in what I say, which is beautiful. But once you realize that you are not alone and you're not crazy for what you're feeling, you really can start to take that power. You can have more confidence in it because you realize you're not the only one. Other people are doing this too. So I really feel like I am rambling, and actually I'm going to close it off because I hate that I always forget to pick angel numbers. So we're going to pick them today. And just know that with the moon and the energy that it brings, it can sometimes feel really restless and really crazy. But if we kind of know what the purpose of it is and why it's making us feel this way, it can really make us feel not so crazy and not so alone, because we can literally be like, okay, you're trying to shine light on this. What is it that I need to do about this? And when we can start to look at it that way, here, we're going to do this one. When we start to look at it that way, it can be an extremely empowering thing. You can work with it. You don't have to work against it. So we got 888, infinity, which is abundance. Yes, angel whispers. Blessings are here and more are on the way. Let yourself feel the abundant flow of prosperity that is all around you as you stand in your highest self. You attract all that you once were seeking. Giving is always the doorway to success. And your affirmation is, the more good I do in the world, the more abundant my life grows. I radiate an energy of loving kindness. Actually, let's say it again together. Your affirmation is, the more good I do in the world, the more abundant my life grows. I radiate an energy of loving kindness. You are beautiful, you are changing, you are evolving, and you are not alone. Me and the universe and everybody that is part of this collective is here with you. I love you so, so much. If this message resonated with you, please let me know in the comments. It means so much to hear from you and to just have you guys join this. I mean, just getting subscribers is freaking crazy to me because I don't know, like I've told you guys, it's just nice to feel seen, and I hope my messages make you feel seen because all of you make me feel so seen, and like my purpose is happening, and that just makes me feel good. So thank you. I love you. I'm Natalie. I am your friend, and I am always here for you.